I just had a private lesson, and in this lesson, happened to be of Spanish. The idea of comprehensible input came up, and I want to make this video right now while it's still fresh on my mind to talk about comprehensible input, but more importantly, or perhaps you could say equally as important, to talk about comprehensible output. If we're going to talk about comprehensible input, which is a very popular thing, we should also be talking about comprehensible output. So a quick history of comprehensible input and about the concept. There is a video, which is a great video by a professor named Stephen Krashen, which you can find on YouTube. It's an old video, I think like from the 80s, where it kind of kicks off. It's like the grandfather of comprehensible input. And in that video, he draws a picture of a face and starts speaking in German. And the idea is, you don't know German, maybe you do, but like I don't. Like you're supposed to not know German, and even not knowing German, you're able to understand what he's saying. So it's input because you're listening, and it's comprehensible because it's able to be understood without translation. So he'll tell you it has 2 eyes and 1 nose and 2 ears and 1 mouth, and so on. And you're like, yeah, I get what he's saying because I'm able to look at that thing. Now, a quick point about that thing, the face in this example. The face is what's known as realia. This is an extremely important word. In fact, it's like one of the key ingredients to, it's the key ingredient to comprehensible input, and I'm about to show you how it's the key ingredient to comprehensible output, which is your speaking as well. Realia is the thing that someone is describing or the thing that you're describing, okay? Without realia, it would be very difficult. So if he said, I'm imagining a face and the face has 2 eyes. If he says that in German, it'd be very difficult to follow what he says if you don't know German. But because there is realia, like a real thing, that's the key ingredient that makes the input comprehensible, okay? So in that video, Stephen Krashen says, language learning happens when only one thing happens. When you understand a message, okay? That's totally true, but it's also only half true. Language learning happens when one of 2 things happens. You understand a message, which is comprehensible input, or when you make a message understood, okay? And I'm arguing that both are equally, it's like breathing, inhaling. It's like saying, what's more important, inhaling or exhaling? Like input or output? It's like, well, both are equal. In fact, they're 2 sides of the same coin. So the way that we could take that same exercise of the face and turn it into comprehensible output is extremely simple. A question creates realia for you. So like my question for you is, what is this? And you say, it's a face. You don't know how to say that? Okay, I'll tell you. In Spanish, es una cara. Una cara. We could switch the realia to this. What's this? Oh, that's a lapicero. So let's play it for a second. Lapicero, vaso. Okay? Vaso, lapicero. Okay? Talk about colors. Lapicero azul, lapicero rojo, lapicero negro, blanco, rosado, azul, azul, okay? So my question for you is, what color is this? And you say, es azul, okay? What is this? ¿Qué es esto? Es un vaso, no? Es un vaso de agua, es un vaso de café, es un vaso de da-da-da, right? It's the exact same thing. Like I could show you this and say, vaso de café, and you'd be getting input. It's easy to flip the coin and just say, let me ask you a question, which causes you to need to produce hopefully comprehensible output by telling me what the thing is. And so it's a super simple thing. It's comprehensible output. And I think that's all.